Hello students, let us start exercise 2.2b of your permutation and combination. So this exercise basically contains all the problems regarding combinations, okay, because in the previous exercise we have seen that every problem is based on permutation, and in this exercise all the problems is based on combination. So let us see question number 1, find 7C3. So it's a very easy. I have already told you how to find this because we know what is the definition of NCR. NCR is factorial n by factorial r into factorial n minus r, isn't it? So you just put the value n equals to 7, r equals to 3 and do calculation, you will get the answer. Okay? So it's a very easy. So try to solve yourself. Now next number 2. So let me do number 2 solution. Number 2. So here the value of NP3 is equals to 336. That means the value of NP3 is given to us, and by using this value we have to find the value of NC3, right? Now first of all you should know what is the relation between NPR and NCR. So let us see. We know what? Yeah, NCR is this, and what is NPR? NPR is factorial n by factorial n minus r, isn't it? So give it equation number 1 and give it equation number 2. Now you see from 1 what we will get? NCR equals to, this can be written as 1 by factorial r into factorial n by factorial n minus r, right? Now you see this implies NCR equals to 1 by factorial r into factorial n by factorial n minus r. It is nothing but my NPR, right? So I can place the value here, NPR by what? By 2, isn't it? So from this line what can I write? No need to write anything. So just use this fact here. We know NC3 equals to what? 1 by factorial 3. You see, here r is what? Here n is n, but r is what? R is 3. So you just put the value r equals to 3. So NC3, yes, NCR equals to 1 by factorial r. So NC3 will be 1 by factorial 3 into what? NP3. So now this implies NC3 equals to 1 by factorial 3 means 3 into 2 into 1, and NP3 is given, this is 336 into 336, right? Now this implies NC3 equals to what? If you cut it, you will get 1, 1, 2, right? And again it is 2, 56. So your NC3 is nothing but 56. Okay? So it is very easy, but you should know this relation because this relation is very important. In exam also, it may come for 1 mark. That what is the relation between permutation and combination of r different things or n different things taken r at a time. Okay? This question is very important. Now it is done. Now what about this? 12C8 plus 12C7. Now one thing you have to remember that don't do like this because lots of students I have seen that they, in this type of problem what they do, they simply calculate this one, then calculate this one, then add both the values, and after that they write this conclusion that which is the required solution, or just what they do, they just calculate this portion and add the values and leave it here, okay, and leave that there. But remember some properties we have learned in case of combinations, right? That NCR plus NCR plus NCR minus 1 equals to n plus 1 CR. So this type of properties you have to use to solve those problems. Okay, what I told you, मैंने क्या बोला कि इस तरह की जो प्रॉब्लम होता है स्टूडेंट्स क्या करता है, स्टूडेंट्स मतलब पहले इसको कैलकुलेट करता है, इसका वैल्यू इस फॉर्मूला से, फिर इसको इसका कैलकुलेशन करता है इस फॉर्मूला से, फिर इसको इसका एक वैल्यू मिलता है, इसको और एक वैल्यू मिलता है, फिर इन दोनों को मतलब सम अप करके फाइनल आंसर लिख देता है, राइट। तो फिर ये जो टाइप का प्रॉब्लम होता है ये एग्जाम में 1 मार्क का आएगा, राइट। तो अगर आप इस 1 मार्क प्रॉब्लम के लिए इतना बड़ा कैलकुलेशन करोगे तो आपको टाइम नहीं मिलेगा, आप 100 मार्क्स एग्जाम में कर नहीं पाओगे। ओके, so this type of problems better to solve this type of problems by using these properties of combinations. Okay, now here you see, if you consider this is your n, right, so this is NCR and this is NCR minus 1 because 7 is 1 less than 8, isn't it? Now if you can recall some properties like that, we have got NCR plus NCR minus 1, this is nothing but n plus 1 CR. If you can recall, we have already learned those properties of combination, right? So you just simply use this. You see, this is 12C8 and this is 12C8 minus 1, isn't it? So NCR plus NCR minus 1. So this can be written as n plus 1 CR, right? So this is nothing but 13C8. So this is done. तो आप यहाँ पे रख सकते हो 1 मार्क के लिए, दिस डन, यू विल गेट 1 मार्क्स। बट अगर आपको 2 मार्क्स दे दिया तो इसको कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ेगा, एंड इट इज इजी, जस्ट यूज दिस फॉर्मूला एंड पुट द वैल्यूज ऑफ r and n in their respective places and do calculation, you will get the answer. Okay, so it is done. The next number 4, so let us do number 4 here. Number 4, 8C4, right, plus 2 into 8C3, 8C3 plus 8C2. तो ये इस टाइप का प्रॉब्लम को भी स्टूडेंट क्या करते हैं, पहले इसको कैलकुलेशन करेगा, फिर इसको कैलकुलेशन करेगा, फिर इसको कैलकुलेशन करेगा, इसके बाद ये तीनों जो वैल्यू आएगा उसको सम अप करके फाइनल आंसर लिख देता है। तो ऐसा नहीं किया जाता, आपको जो ये जो प्रॉपर्टीज दिया गया है इसको यूज करना पड़ेगा प्रॉपर्ली, राइट। Those who can use this property in a proper way, they can solve the problems of combination in a very easy way. Okay, so try to apply these properties in a proper way. Okay, now you see, this is what NCR and this is NCR minus 1, but these two creates a problem, isn't it? Because our formula is, our property is what, this is our property, isn't it? This is our property. And the property is NCR plus NCR minus 1 equals to n plus 1 CR. But here you see, if you consider this 8 as your n and this 4 as your r, so this is 8 NCR plus NCR minus 1, but these two creates problem, right? So how to do it? So you have to think this with that. Now you see, this is NCR and this is 8C4 and this is 8C2. So can you relate these two terms in any by any property of combinations? Yes, we can. यहाँ पे क्या करते हैं, इन दोनों टर्म को लेके क्या हम रिलेट कर सके, क्या हम रिलेट कर पाएंगे इन दोनों टर्म को? हाँ, कर पाएंगे। कैसे कर पाएंगे? We have learned that one property is there, right? Complementary combination, right? If you can recall, I have already discussed all these things in our theory part. That one topic is their complementary combination. That if you can calculate NCR and if another one calculate NCN minus R, then in both the cases you will get the same result, right? So here it is what? It is NCR plus, you see, 2 into 8C3 and this, or you can write like that, this is 8C2 plus 2 into 8C3. Now you see, this is what? 8C4. So this can be written as 8C how to solve it? Is it 8C2? Let me check the question properly. Okay. N minus R. So So how to relate it? It is 8C4, 8C2. This is complementary combination. 8C, 8 minus 2 will become 8C6. It will become 8C4. NCR equals to NCN minus R, right? NCR equals to NCN minus R. So 8C4 equals to 8C, 8 minus 2. So it is again 8C4. How to use this one? 8C2. C4. 8C3. How to do it? So let me pause this video. Let me think about this. So I think some problem is there. Okay. So I think equation is not correct. So let me check it properly. After that I will provide you whether it is right or wrong. I don't know actually. I have to study further about it. Okay. So we have done 1, 2 and 3 and 4 is there. I have to think about this whether the equation is wrong or right. Okay. So before that, pause the video, note it down. So let us start number 2. The equation is find n if this equals to this. That means two combinations are same. So for what values of n, these two quantities are same. So our job is to find the value of n. So let us solve it. So this can be written as factorial 30 by factorial n plus 5 by 30 minus n plus 5 whole factorial, right? And this can be written as factorial 30 by factorial n minus 3 by 30 minus n minus 3. Correct? Now this implies, we see factorial 30 cancel each other. So it will be 1 by n plus 5 and it is 30 minus n minus 5. This implies it is 1 by n minus 3. So it is 30 minus n plus 3. Now this implies, or you can reverse this order, okay? Because this is 1 by equals to 1 by, so this equals to that. So it is factorial n plus 5 into 25 minus n. 30 minus 5 is 25, and this is n minus 3, and this is 33 minus n. Okay. Now I have to do the calculations. N plus 5 to n minus 3. Okay. So you have to get n plus 5. So you have to expand this quantity. So we will get n plus, this is n minus 3, right? N plus 5, n plus 4, n plus 3. Yeah, n plus 5. Then, sorry, n plus 5. Then n plus 4. N plus 3. N plus 2. N plus 1. N. Then n minus 1. Then n minus 2, then factorial n minus 3. And to factorial 25 minus n, right? And this equals to factorial n minus 3, then you have to expand this one. So it will be 33 minus n, then 32 minus n, 31 minus n, 30 minus n, then 29 minus n, 28 minus n, then 27 minus n, 26 minus n, then 25 minus n. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So I think I have done some mistake here. Okay. But you see, this way you cannot solve this problem because it's a huge one, isn't it? It's a huge one because here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 terms are there. So if you are going to multiply each term with each one another, then you will get the highest term will be n to the power 8. Okay, and this part also you will get n to the power 8. So it will be very difficult to calculate. So in this way, you are not able to calculate in which you can find the value of n properly. Okay. So this is not the way actually. So let us think about the other way, whether we can solve this problem in any other way. Okay. Now you see, one property we have learned, that if NCS equals to NCR, if you can recall, NCS equals to NCR, then this implies what? Either S equals to R or what? Or N equals to S plus R. Isn't it? If you can recall this, then this is the truth. Right? This is the condition, that if NCS equals to NCR, then two conditions, any one of them must be true. Either S equals to R or N equals to S plus R. So you see, it is what? NCR equals to NCS. But here you see, R and S are not same. So we have to write 30 equals to N plus 5 plus N minus 3. Right? Because in this case, this is not true. Right? So we are bound to take this is true. Okay? Now this implies, you see, 30 equals to n plus n is twice n, and this is 2, right? Now this is, if you divide this, so we will get 15 equals to n plus 1, and you will get n equals to 14. Now it is correct. Right? So just you think, if you don't know this one, if you don't know this one, and without knowing this property, you are going to solve this one, then you can think how much time you will take, and after that your purpose will not be solved. Okay? So आपको ध्यान से इस प्रॉपर्टी को याद रखना पड़ेगा, किस समय कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी प्रॉपर यूज करना पड़ेगा, ये भी समझना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है? और ये देखो, मैं पहले क्या क्या स्टेप आ गया था, यहाँ पे देखो कितना आसान से हो गया. It takes almost only 4 lines. Okay, so the answer is 40. So let us solve the next problem. Before that, pause the video, note it down. So let us solve the second one. So let us start. So it is factorial n by factorial n minus 2 into n minus 2. Again factorial, and this is 10. Now you see, we have to expand this quantity. So it is n into n minus 1 it is n minus 2 factorial, and यहाँ पे n minus 2 factorial, and it is what, n minus n plus 2 factorial is 10, right? Now if it is cancelled, so it is n into n minus 1, and this is factorial 2, and it is 10. Now it is n squared minus n, so it is 2, factorial 2 is 2, right? Now it is n square minus n equals to 20, and it is n square minus 20 minus n equals, n square minus n minus 20 equals to 0, right? Now if you do the middle term factorization, it is very easy, isn't it? Because this implies you have to apply the middle term factorization. This n square, it is minus 5n plus 4n minus 20 equals to 0, right? Now this implies is n into n minus 5 plus 4 into n minus 5 equals to 0. Now it is n minus 5 into n minus 4 equals to 0, right? So this is one real number and this is another real number. So it's become product of two real number equals to 0. So if product of two real number equals to 0, that means any one of them must be 0, right? So if you consider this as your 0, that means n minus 5 equals to 0, right? Because this quantity cannot be equals to 0. The meaning of this is product of two real number equals to 0. So if you find anywhere that product of two real number equals to 0, that means what? Any one of the real number must be 0, right? So this must be 0 because this quantity cannot be equals to 0. Because if you take this is equals to 0, then this n becomes minus 4, right? But already we have learned in the theory of permutation combination that this n cannot be equals to negative, isn't it? It may be 0, but it cannot be equals to negative, any negative number. So you just write here, since n cannot be equals to minus 4, right? So this implies n equals to 5. ओके सो मैं आप लोगों को बोलूंगा कि जितना चाहे इस तरह के प्रॉब्लम आप लीजिए, कुछ भी बुक से यहाँ पे लेके इसको ध्यान से प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, क्योंकि इस टाइप का प्रॉब्लम अगर आपको प्रैक्टिस में नहीं रहेगा तो एग्जाम में जाके कर नहीं पाओगे, कोई कहीं भी स्टेप में जाके आप मतलब और फर्दर मतलब अप्रोच नहीं कर पाओ, राइट? तो लेट अस सॉल्व द नेक्स्ट वन. सो बिफोर दैट पॉज द वीडियो, नोट इट डाउन. Let us solve the number 3. मैं आपको पहले एक बात बोलना चाहूँगा कि ये वीडियोस देखने की पहले ही आप बुक में जितना सारा प्रॉब्लम्स है खुद करने की कोशिश करो, राइट? बिकॉज मैंने यहाँ पे मतलब हर प्रॉब्लम को ही करूँगा, क्योंकि अगर आपका कोई किसी भी स्टेप में जाके प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है देन यू कम एंड वॉच द वीडियो. But I will recommend you, please don't watch the video. Before watching the video, try to solve the problem given in your textbook exercise by your own. Okay? If you find any kind of difficulty, then you come and watch those videos. After that, you try to solve by your own. Okay? Because अगर आप इस प्रॉब्लम को देख लोगे, मतलब ये इस वीडियो को देख के प्रॉब्लम मतलब कॉपी में लिखते रहोगे, तो आपको किसी भी स्टेप में डिफिकल्टी समझ में नहीं आएगी, राइट? तो मैं रिकमेंड करूंगा कि वीडियो में ठीक है प्रॉब्लम में करा के दूंगा, हर एक प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करके दूंगा, लेकिन आप वीडियो देखने से पहले इस प्रॉब्लम को मतलब बुक में जितना भी प्रॉब्लम दिया गया इसको खुद सॉल्व करने के लिए करने की कोशिश कीजिए, ठीक है? सो लेट अस सॉल्व दिस. फैक्टोरियल n plus 2 divided by factorial 4 is n plus 2 minus 4. It is 11 into factorial n by factorial 2 into factorial n minus 2. Now this implies this is factorial n plus 2 and it is factorial n. Okay, so I can write this factorial n plus 2, n plus 1, then factorial n divided by this is factorial 4 and this is factorial 2. 4 into 3 into factorial 2 and this is nothing but factorial n minus 2, and this is 11 into factorial n by factorial 2 into factorial n minus 2. Now you will see factorial n cancel, factorial 2 cancel, factorial n minus 2 factorial n minus 2 cancel. Okay, so the remaining terms is n plus 2, n plus 1, and 4 into 3 is 12, and here it is 11. Okay, now the remaining term is n plus 2 into n plus 1, 12 into 11. So what will be 12 into 11? 132. Right? Now just multiply this. It's n square plus n plus 2n. So 3n plus 2. Plus 2 minus 132 equals to 0. Now this implies n square plus 3n minus 130 equals to 0. Right? Now we have to do the calculation. This is a factorization problem. So just do it. 130. So it is 265. 5. 13. Yeah, it is 13 minus 10, right? Okay. So n square plus 13n minus 10n minus 130 equals to 0, right? So you can take n common, so it is n plus 13 minus 10, so it is again n plus 13 equals to 0. Now you take the common quantity n plus 13 and n minus 10 equals to 0, right? So this is again a product of two real number equals to 0, right? So already you have learned that this quantity cannot be equals to 0, because if you take this is 0, then this means this n is equals to minus 13, which is absurd. So from this line you have to write n minus 10 equals to 0, since n cannot be equals to minus 13. So this implies n equals to 10. This done, right? So ये भी आसान है, ये भी problem आसान है, बहुत easy, it's very easy. So easily you can do it by your own. Okay. So I strongly recommend you, please don't watch these videos. You just try to solve the problems given in your textbook itself by your own. If you find any kind of difficulties, first of all I recommend you try to solve each and every problem, right? After that you go and watch the videos. If you find any kind of difficulty, then you watch the videos. You can you just see the steps, and after that you just solve those problems by your own. Okay. इसीलिए मैंने वो theoretical part पहले discuss किया था, because if you don't know the theory properly, then you will not able to solve the problems regarding permutation and combination. Already I have told you, because if you understand the theories properly, then you can easily solve this problem, because these problems are easy. And in case of word problems also, we have done in exercise 2.1. In this exercise also some words problems are there. I will discuss those problems, and in each and every problem we have seen that it takes at least 2 to 3 steps, right? At most 4 to 5 steps. Okay, so these problems takes less number of steps, but if you don't know the theory, then you will not able to apply those theory to solve those problems. Okay, so I strongly recommend you, please watch the videos regarding theories again and again, so that you can build the proper concept in your mind. Okay, after that you come to the exercise and try to solve the problems by your own. If you find any kind of difficulties, then come and watch those videos. Okay, so thank you.